So we continue on, and today was the official start of OTAs, right? So we get the official start of OTAs today. Real football being played, man. We got some people on the grass. We got timing being made. It's beautiful out here. We got some tweets and we got some plays to analyze as well, though, right? Especially from practice. Now, of course, we don't have all the video. They're not giving us the huge video, but what we do have is reporting from guys like Jesse Merrick, from guys like Levi Edwards who are in the building. Who can show us a little bit of what's going on. Now, obviously, we can take a look at some of this film that we got here, just a little bit of the timing from Gino and some of the receivers, man. Just see how it's look, see how it's building, right? Let me see what's going on here. Let me share this. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, man, make sure you guys hitting the like button. Number one, make sure you guys hitting that like button. If you're feeling what you're hearing, man, here on the rundown, make sure you tapping on that subscribe button as well, man. Tap in with us, man. We try to go live every Wednesday. Definitely make sure y'all tap in this Friday. Got a very, very special guest on Friday. This is gonna be a show y'all really gonna mess with on Friday. I have a feeling y'all really gonna like this show. So we had one last Friday. Real cool guest, man. Shout out to our guy Alex, man. But this week too, we gonna double it up and have another dope one. So I think y'all gonna like it back to back. But sharing that screen, man. Going in, let's check out some of the timing that we got with Gino and some of the receivers, man. Let's look at that. I ain't gonna lie, and this is like a small thing, and you don't even like. I'm not even going. It's not like it's anything major. It's not like I'm saying it from the clip either. But most of the times, majority of the time that I'm watching Gino, bro, the ball placement is beautiful, right? Like the ball placement be where, like the ball be where it's supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? Like if he's throwing the out route, that motherfucker's high and out. You know what I mean? He throwing a curl, it's to the center, right? It might not be to the chest, but it's somewhere in this vicinity. You feel what I'm saying? Majority of the time, bro, when I've seen clips of Gino, especially with the practice, right? Like he been on point, dog. And it's a lot to say, like with the ball placement, finicky thing, right? But when you running them routes and it's game speed and the bullets is flying, bro, when I'm running this dig route and I'm in the middle of the field and I got all this green grass right here, bro, you got to leave me over there, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You can't have me stopping and turning back and doing all this extra. I got to go. You know what I mean? Because if I catch that motherfucker in stride, imagine if Dante Thornton catch that thing in stride. You don't have to turn around, right? Now we talking. Trey Tucker catch that shit in stride. Now we speaking. So, hey, but for me, though, I think that's going to pay dividends. I ain't going to cap. There are certain times, even last year, bro, you can think about it. Like, just think about Gardner Minshew and how many times receivers had to reach back and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Just the amount of times they had to make a otherworldly catch. Brock Bowers had to scoop that shit off the pavement. The amount of times they had to do that because Gardner Minshew was off target and shit. You know what I mean? Think about how many steps you lose and waste. So I think that's gonna change this year, bro. We might see a little bit better yak from that. You feel what I'm saying? Might be a little bit better yak. Yeah, the game is at 5-2, bro. I want to watch that. You feel what I'm saying? Knickerbockers. I ain't gonna cap, man. I want to see the Knicks in the finals. I do. I'm a West Coast dude, but I feel like if the Lakers aren't in the finals, it'd be cool to see the Knicks in the finals, right? Madison Square Garden. That'd be straight. You know what I mean? I want to see that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who I'm rooting for, but I just probably the Knicks. I ain't gonna cap. I would like to see the Knicks win a championship. It'd be dope. Y'all gonna fuck whoever's in New York right now. Y'all gonna fuck that city up though. I hope y'all better be smooth over there if y'all do win a championship. Y'all ain't gonna know how to act. Shout out Matt in the building, man. What's going on, big dog? Raiders brought in Laki Tasi, and we gonna talk about that, bro. I think that I like this dude. Now it's important to note what he was doing today, but we're gonna speak about that. But rugby player from Australia for a reason. He knows scrums. They originally banned the type of tush push play because the NFL wanted to separate from rugby. Oh, that could be true. Crazy they tried to vote that out today too, bro. I think that's some weak shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's weak to me. Why are teams trying to vote this play out like this? Right? I understand some people can say, oh man, it's hard to stop. So sports is. That's what competitiveness is. I'm going to find an advantage that you cannot stop. And if you have a problem with that, so be it, dog. Find a fucking way to do it. There's only been 2 dudes I've seen that stopped it, and that's Max and Frankie Louvu. But other than that, bro, nobody else has done anything. Nobody's made no game plans. It ain't been stopped. And they done switched out parts to it. Jason Kelsey wasn't there last year when they won that chip. You feel what I'm saying? He wasn't there. He was an integral part to what they did. Still, remain the same, right? It's the same result. That shit weak to me. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that the Raiders were one of the teams that voted to get it out, right? There was a list. The list came on, right, with the teams that said who voted to get the tush push banned, and Raiders were one of the teams that voted to get it banned. Don't like it. Me personally, I don't like it. Because I don't give a damn. You give a damn what you do. I'm going to make sure that I find a way to get it done. Now, it might be a little strategic thing because we played their ass this year, so it might have been one of the things where they was like, well, shit, on week whatever it is, I'm not trying to see the tush push, but hey, it is what it is, dog. For me, I'm not with that, bro. Keep it in. It is what it is, bro. I'm not tripping off that. Salute to everybody, man, that's up in here, man. Zipping placement, 100%, 100%. L11, man. What's going on? Salute to my guy, man. SoCal Sal in the building. I want Knicks to win it all. Yeah, man, I think it'd be nice to see that. It would be nice to see. It would be nice to see. Salute to my guy SoCal, though. Appreciate you. Our guy Loon in the building, too, man. I think now we can unveil it, right? Boom, boom, boom. We got our guy Loon on Friday, right? We got Lunatic on Friday. Make sure y'all pull up. What the fuck am I saying? Pull up. pull up. Make sure y'all pull up on Friday, man, because it's going to be a dope one, bro. We got Lunatic in the building. Y'all know it's going to be a crazy-ass show, man. So make sure y'all tune in for that one. And it's a Friday night. What the fuck else y'all got to do, man? Come on, man. Tap in with the rundown, man. Stay out of trouble. Let's keep it rocking. But let's keep it going with the chat, man. I remember watching Aiden practice with Jimmy G and the old man Brian Hoyer, and Aiden had noticeably better zip and accuracy than them. Now Geno's looks elite. Yeah, bro, it's a noticeable difference. Noticeable difference that I think that you're seeing with Geno and his ball placement and the way it's coming out, right? I think that's different. What's going on, everybody? I see what's going on. But now we're going into our next piece of news, right? We're gonna go into our next piece of news. Now, let's start talking about the OTAs and kind of what we saw break down. I wish we had videos of it, right? I wish we had videos of what we're seeing and what they're saying. But either way, I think we can still kind of break it down to a degree. So we got the first one, right? First piece of news that we got. Jeremy Chin already making plays, right? Already making plays. You can see right here, boom, by Levi Edwards. He says the defense got pretty fired up in OTAs for a Jeremy Chin interception in 11 on 11. Now, of course, we're not gonna sit here and say like, oh my God, he's gonna be Ed Reed and all this extra, right? We're not gonna go too crazy, but already starting to pay the dividends, right? Already starting to pay the dividends. We said it before here. Me personally, I like the signing. I thought he would bring more to the defense than, the player that we replaced him with, right? And so already we're seeing that. The length, right? And that's something that's being talked about a lot. And we talk about it here on the rundown too, right? Where it's like we're noticeably bigger in the safety room, noticeably bigger, right? So now, I mean, Palomar was there last year, but Chin is a bigger safety than Merrick was. So now we have more physicality. We have more length. The windows are going to be tighter. And I saw Lunatic on his show say the same thing, right? Like it's a no fact, bro. Like it's going to be tough to fit certain things in the windows, right? Because we have so much length in the DB room. And as of today, they was balling, right? They was balling today. So that's a good sign. Very good sign because we got question marks there. I know I have a lot of question marks there. So to the fact that we seen them gel early, that's what we like to see, right? So now, boom, we seeing Jeremy Chin get up there. Now I want to see what he's playing. I would like to see, is he doing the center field? We've had that question here. who's going to play center field safety for us. Is he doing it? I would like to see, because if he's starting to make plays back there in center field, it's getting scary. It's getting scary. So that's the first one right there that I really like. Am I going to trip off the fact that Geno threw an interception? First of all, I don't even say who threw it, so I'm not even going to say Geno threw it. So I'm not even going to assume, right? You know what they say about assumptions? Make an ass out of you and me. So we can't even make assumptions about it, right? I don't even know who threw the interception, but I like it. Now, Space Beast already said something about it. We gonna talk about it, because this is shout out my guy Severe, man, because this probably like nails to chalkboard to Severe's ears when what Space Beast said in the comments. But we gonna keep it pushing. We gonna talk about it for sure. Yeah, you got my man. My man gotta be tripping, man. He be tripping. Shout out Loon, bro. Yeah, he got to be careful with that ball placement. Got to be careful with that ball placement. But yeah, bro, I think I think this is gonna be noticeably better difference right here, man. Shout out my guy, man, Luis in the building, man. What's the deal? What's the deal? Space B says Merrick was like having the ballerina back there. He was more finesse. He's more finesse than Chin is, bro. I mean, that's just plain simple fact. He's more finesse, right? So I think I think we're gonna see a difference, bro. I'm already with it. So Chin, one, making plays, right? So that's that. Now we already talked about Malcolm Kuntz today, saying he's getting some work. Now he's getting that off-field work on OTAs, right? He's off to the side, so that's good. You know, that we're seeing a lot of Geno looks good throwing the deep ball, right? Looks good with that. But this is what is intriguing me, right? This is what's intriguing me, because these two names right here that are in this tweet are two names that I think would instantly unlock this offense to different degrees of nastiness, right? Different degrees, bro. And the two names that we're going to talk about right here, bro, would be not Brock Bauer. Sorry, we already know about that. Michael Mayer and Trey Tucker. Michael Mayer and Trey Tucker, bro. These are the two names right here that would propel this offense to astronomical ass heights, dog. If they could get the ball, right? Now, it looks, I like what I see from Levi saying Geno Smith has been on the heater last few reps, completed a jump ball to Michael Mayer. Beautiful to see. And a deep touchdown to Trey Tucker. Beautiful to see. Both of those things from those individual players, we need them to do, right? We need Michael Mayer to win them contested catches. We need Trey Tucker to win deep. I need to see that chemistry flow already. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just what OTAs is. We just build it. We building the chemistry. We building the foundation, laying all the bricks down. So as of right now, bro, I'm happy to see that, because like I said, if them two right there get the balling at a different level, because we know what we expect from Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers to this degree, right? We know what we expect. I think I know what I'm going to get from Ashton Jeanty. I know what I'm going to get from that, right? So cool, that's three. That's three dudes on the offense. I already know what I'm going to get. So then from there, we move on and say, all right, bro, who else, what other player can help take this shit over the top, where it's like other defenses aren't really game planning for them? It's these two dudes, for sure. These two dudes right here, bro. So I'm happy to see it. Very, very happy to see it. Salute, man. My guy 805 in the building, man. Shout out my guy, man. 1/3 of the Raider War Room. And we're gonna have our guy 805 on soon, very soon. Because when we have 805 on, we really break it down. So OTAs is up too. So we're gonna have 805 here on the rundown very shortly. Because we're gonna need that coach speak. Actually, I'm glad you hear 805, because I got a segment later that you're going to have to help me break it down from the coach's perspective, right? I played, but I never coached. And there's certain shit floating around from one of our coaches that you got to break it down from the coach speak, because I don't get it. I just don't understand. But shout out Raiderette Peaches in the building, man. Salute. Appreciate you for being here, man. First time I'm seeing you tap in, but make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're feeling what you're hearing. But thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you. My guy, Spaceby says RT, RN of the King. Yeah. I need go see everyone eat on offense. Yeah, for sure. I want to see everybody eat, bro. I want to see everybody eat. These dudes right here can make it very difficult to mess with our offense, dog. Very difficult. Luis, he says, I'm not trying to come off being negative, but we lost our linebackers in free agency and drafted a 7th round linebacker. Hopefully Pete Carroll's system can manage a mediocre depth. We're going to talk about that. No, that's not negative, bro. You being real. You being real. And that's what I think most of us got to, this is what this is for. This is what this channel for, right? We got to be real, bro. We can't just sit here and be like pom-poms with every goddamn thing because there's certain things we just don't agree with. I don't agree with what's going on in the linebacker room. I just don't agree with it, right? And we'll talk about it. Somebody made a play today, and it's encouraging, but yeah, we need some help there, man. We need some help as it stands. So let me go ahead. Let me see. There's some more. There we go. So now that Luis didn't broke it down, we might as well already say it, right? Next piece of news here on the rundown. Boom. We got Levi Edwards giving us another breakdown. Where's my head at today, bro? See, that's how you know I'm on dad mode today. My shit is fried. I'm fried. But we got Tommy Iikenberg, right? Tommy Iikenberg. We got him making the interception, 2 interceptions on the day, but he makes the second one, bro. And crazy, we talking about nice break on the ball. This, if we talked about it in our weakness show, right? He has one of the Bergs, Iikenberg, Lindenberg, Heisenberg, Dinkelberg, whoever the hell, one of the Bergs. Somebody's got to do something, right? One of them got to show up. Amari Gaynor, somebody's got to show up in that linebacker room for us to think we got a chance to continue week in and week out to mess with the offenses, right, that we about to see. So if he can ball out, right, and shout out to my brother Severe, man, he got to cover his ears. Like I said, this nails to a chalkboard to his ears. But if he can ball, if Tommy Iikenberg can get to the level, there we go. We got something because he's young. He's second year, right? More years on top of it to grow for sure. We in there, right? Now I don't know what happened last year. Maybe you could chalk it up last year to just being a shit year for everybody, and it is what it is. But last year was rough, right? When he got in there, he looked lost, didn't hit the gaps right. Pass coverage was booty, right? So then there was that. I mean, nothing looked good. Nothing looked good last year. Let's just keep it a bean. So can we change that? Can we see a little bit of that Ohio State Tommy freaking Iikenberg? Can we see a little bit of that, man? The Iceman. I just want to see a little bit, right? So if we can get that, we on and rolling, right? Defense just adds another level because as of right now, I'm right with Luis, man. This linebacker core is boo-T. I ain't gonna cap, right? By week 5, this linebacker core is on this. We all looking for applications of employment, right? By week 5. By the way, that's where I'm at on this linebacker core. We looking for applications of employment if we don't fuck around and get some goddamn more units or somebody in there that's gonna step up in the room. We all out, people out here fucked off. I'll tell you that right now. We're gonna be selling car insurance and making TikToks if we all get that shit together, bro. So there's that though. But Tommy Iikenberg, I'm happy to see that. We need something. We need something in that goddamn linebacker room. Severe's been putting his boy Iikenberg through those pass drives. Yeah, bro. Y'all didn't know, man. If y'all been seeing those those clips of Tommy Iikenberg and Amari Gaynor working out, that's Severe behind the camera, if y'all didn't know. He done took the shit into his own hands, right? He said, we need a linebacker that bad, bro. Severe took it into his own hands. He's filming them, getting it right. So shout out to the brother Severe, man. Making sure our linebacker core is right. My guy, man. Just another DJ in the building, man. What's the deal, bro? What's the deal? Oh, yeah, it's real. It's real. I'll be struggling trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna eat next. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's as long as all I know is he gotta eat, sleep, and then I'll figure out what I gotta do after that. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Louis, I don't want to put this up because I don't want to. I don't want to put this up because I don't know what YouTube gonna do. But Luis, whoever called you that, yo, whoever called you that, bro, you need to go ahead. You need to go ahead and do something about that. I ain't gonna cap. You might have to throw down. You might have to squabble out with that. You have to squabble out with that. Fuck that. You might have to say something disrespectful about his family or something, dog. Because that shit right there, bro, you got to squabble up for that one. Fuck that. You can't just be calling nobody. No, in 2025, they calling you that. That's wild. That's wild. But let's move on to our next portion of what we got from OTAs, man. As we continue, I think we just got a couple. Damn, more. Now it's funny how we're not getting who's throwing these picks, but it's okay though. I just hope it's not Gino. That's all I care about. I just do not want these picks to be coming from Gino. But also Lonnie Johnson and Chris Smith. They make plays, right? Look at Lonnie Johnson and Chris Smith making plays, man. I love to see that. Now again, Chris Smith, that's another name, or Lonnie Johnson, however you want to slice it, where it's like, bro, if we can get a third safety cracking and rolling, right? Boom. Now our defense unlocks even more, where we can get Palomar playing in the box, Chin playing in the box more, and there we go, right? So can they get into it? Maybe. Now, is it asking a lot? Is it well-wishing? Is it high hopes? It is. To try to hope that Lonnie Johnson, Chris Smith get up there. I've liked Chris Smith when we drafted him. For some reason, he hasn't been able to get on the field, right? So this is probably his last hurrah. No cap, dog. It's his last hurrah. And after that, y'all know what it is, right? It's his last hurrah. And we done, right? So for me, bro, and I think he has the instincts. I do think he has the instincts. But it's just I don't know what it is. Is it maybe because he's not the most athletically gifted? Maybe, right? Maybe. Now it's only OTAs. So let's see if he continues to make those plays. Preseason is going to be very, very telling as well. It's going to be very important for him, right? It's going to be very important for him because it's going to be a lot of competition, right? It's going to be a lot of